Hello everyone, welcome to another video campaign diary. This is for Curse of the Crimson Throne, Book 5, The Skeleton of Scarwall, Part 2, Castle Scarwall, Chapter 8, Blood on the Floor. The group had entered an old alchemist shop, and as Gregor attempted to take a couple of the vials that were on one of the crumbling shelves off, um, they broke, and these creatures that were half incorporeal and half made of blood quickly um, came out. They quickly moved to attack the group, and Eno and Idris rushed forward. Two of the creatures managed to encircle and surround Eno, almost killing him with their bloody appendages, dealing lots of amounts of necrotic damage. Idris, a little more nimble, managed to avoid one of his attackers' hits, and was hit by the other and took significant amount of damage as well. From the back of the line, Lavinia fires several volleys at the creatures, but seems to miss almost all the time, being very unlucky in the close confines of the dungeon. Gregor, misses with his first volley of spells, then rings true with the next several volleys. Rendon calls upon Sereno to heal, saving his life. The creatures do devastating amounts of damage to both Eno, Gregor, and Gregor and Idris. But after the group recovers and he gets Eno back on his feet, his massive amount of damage dealt by the paladin's sword and the rogues sneak attacks in addition to the Gregor's spells and unfortunately they didn't have much luck with their arrows. Brendan doing his best to keep the group up and battling. After that's done, the group takes a few minutes to kind of relax and kind of calm down. They then encounter what appears to be a ancient wine cellar with the 12 bottles of very, very ancient vintages, alcohol reserves. They quickly gather all the bottles and then leave to stay safe and stay on the move. They exit into the north quarter of the castle where they encounter several of the Minotaur skeleton guards. The group does not pose much of a threat after Gregor banishes two to the great beyond for a while. Idris and Idris and Renan just smash and bash the Minotaurs with their weapons, dealing a considerable amount of damage, while Lavinia and Gregor pop in and out of range, firing spells and arrows at them before ducking back into the previous room for safety. With the Minotaur mopped up, the group searches another room that's off to the east, back off the corridor. They hear, listening at doors, Lavinia hears what appears to be someone calling for help. The group enters the room and they see several rope nets holding various pots and vials and such, some of which radiate some magic to Gregor's sight. They notice strung up, appear to captured a halfling. They are a little suspicious. They talk to halfling. She reveals herself as Alame, who's come to was on her way, passing by the castle to trade. She encountered some orcs who captured her. After a bit of the conversation, the group becomes very suspicious, and they see through the ruse. Using some magic to force her to reveal her true shape, and she appears to be a very translucent and almost ethereal hag-looking being. Gregor identifies her as a dream thief hag. Um, when the group attacks her, um, she attempts to lash at them with her claws that people suspect will do more than just normal damage, but she misses. And it's not long before the group's collective firepower overwhelms her. And when they die, they discover that that she has on her what appears to be a valuable gem. In addition, several of the bottles and vials that are scattered around the room seem to hold souls that she's captured. The group is not sure how they want to deal with these, how they want to release them, but they might spend some time. They figure that releasing them just now is not a good idea because they may not get the people whose souls they belong to might not get them back. So they said for now to hold on to the jars in hopes they can find a humane way of releasing these souls. That's it. You all get 7,280 XP, and you can level up from last game. Please let me know if there are any glaring errors or omissions. Thank you very much. Bye.